lighting up buildings and roadworks, and we had a really innovative lighting guy, Graham Bentley, who would make his own lights as well. He made a strobe light out of an old washing machine, and just sort of like took the spinner out of that and put a big halogen inside, and it was just this very intense light that nobody else had. There was only one in the world, you know. We just we wanted it to be very confrontational and very, very explosive and intense. And again, really stripped down.
So the lighting was an aspect of it. I mean, also when you your first single, Bela Lugosi is Dead. The first line of that is White on White, right? Which is the name of a painting title of a painting by Kazimir Malevich. Malevich published his first work, published by the Bauhaus in Germany.
We were not alluding to that.
In any way. Okay.
We weren't that time.
Okay. You failed, artist. Wow. I thought it was so obvious. You should just claim that, David.
That's because you're so bloody arty.
Okay, stop. If you're gonna play the lowbrow card on me, you've got a song. You've got a song, Antonin Artaud. Okay, you wrote a song basically about a French playwright, French writer, the
provocateur,
the founder
of the First Order.
Okay, well, also
Surrealist.
The Theater of Cruelty is his sort of famous body of work.
Yes.
And also, by the way, you did call your band Bauhaus 1919.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
all right.
Anyway,
touche.
But listen, so your song is dedicated to Artaud, who you're looking to, who believed that theater could shock audiences out of their complacency.
Yeah.
And so, how did Bauhaus try to do that?
That was very influential on us as well, discovering that Theatre of Cruelty. We didn't plan it, but we never planned, well, we're going to do this at this point. And we just, it was very spontaneous, and we just had a feeling that we wanted to get across. And it was really, we're in our early 20s, we were very serious, intense young men. And to us it was like taking it to the absolute limit, as it can go as far as possible, which sometimes resulted in violence, and sometimes it went too far, and Peter was rather wild and abandoned at times, and would lay into the audience, and there would be a lot of blood, Although the audience didn't seem to mind this, they seemed to like it. But it became almost like this blood ritual. If you've been bloodied by Peter Murphy, then you've gone to this proper echelon. Sign my bloody t-shirt, please, Peter. But it was, we were just pushing us. We did a performance in Chicago that was directly related to the Theatre of Cruelty and Antonin Artaud. We did 2 nights there. The first night was more of a conventional set, and then we did the second night. We did have a plan for this, where we would open with that song, and there's a middle 8 section that's just basically a pulse. It's just like bam, 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 bam on A, I think. And in the regular version, that goes on for 8 times, but we said, let's just keep that going for as long as we can and see what happens. We'd also been on the radio the night before, and we invited the audience to bring in anything percussive, trash can bids or bits of wood, pool cues, whatever. And it was at the Cabaret Metro, and they were very understanding, and they just didn't do any body checks. It would be very different today to try and pull something off like that. Anyway, and the audience took us at our word and turned up, fully armed. And then and they picked up on it, and when we went into that that bit, the bam, 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 it started banging on the stage, you know, it was this cacophony. But then it went on, and it went on, and it was very interesting, like, observing the audience, which I did later on film. I was so caught up in the moment, I wasn't really looking at them. But seeing a film of it, you see this different response. It changes, it evolves through stages. First of all, they're really enthusiastic, and then they're like very aggressive, and then they're confused, and they start getting angry, and then they start getting sort of kind of hysterical. And there's some that are into it, some that aren't, some that are like walking off. And we kept it going and going. I don't know, it's like 25 minutes or something, which is a long time to go bam, bam. And it's also very hard to do that. It is, to keep it on. And then we had a cue, which was Kevin, the drummer, my brother, smash the cymbal, and we just like go into the song like that never happened. Which we did. So, but that was the idea behind that was that we really wanted to embrace Artaud's idea of, you know, that theatre of cruelty thing breaking through, it becoming something beyond theatre and also involving the audience in this kind of ritualistic kind of a shared epiphany, you know, that comes through the art of it. So it was intense.
Yeah, it does sound intense. Actually, I wanted to, if I can, just have the audience hear just the first, just 30.